My name is Timothy, and this is XPR Garage. So it's the next day. I painted the interior. It is not perfect. A lot of overspray in some areas. It was the crappy way of doing it and cheap way of doing it, fast way. Because I really did not want to tape off the entire inside of the car. So I just shut the doors and let the seals do most of the sealing on that. I'm going to go ahead and start untaping everything, make sure the wiring and everything's good. And do all that. There's a couple pieces I got to fix on that connector. And put the dash in it and everything else. Alright, so I got the dash pretty much in and hooked up. Before I completely screw the dash into it and actually mount it, just to make sure all the connections and stuff work, I'm going to go ahead and do a test, make sure the lights work and all that. Just to make it easier on myself. So yeah, I'm going to try to do that real quick. Well, there goes the air compressor. I get back. Alright, got a battery hooked up. See here. So I got power. I need the door switch. Go ahead, hook this up too. Get this all. I just tangled myself up in this, didn't I? Yeah, come on, go over. Go on the light. Gotta get my dimmer switch for. Check this out. I could have sworn I had one. Alright, so I got the dimmer switch. Go ahead and turn the key off. I actually already know a problem. That light's not on. Little light here. So it was working. Headlights work. None of my dash lights are working. Oh, brake light's working. Where's the light here? Should be working now. So not all my dash lights are working. High beam's not working. Come on, you. Is this splasher bad? It might be what the reason is. Yippee. Alright, electrical problems. Alright, so I'm gonna figure this all out. Look at that. Oh, here we go. Electrical problems. Alright, so I got the wiring pretty much figured out. I have one problem, and that's with the blinker. The right blinker does not work when you have the headlights out or on. For some weird reason, here, I'll show you real quick. So, oh, I need the keys. I opened up the trunk. I got the back light bulbs too. I need to see if they're any good. But if I take the key, turn it on, oil light comes on, and what we'll do, pull the lights on. The lights are on. High beam works. Not only does the high beam work. Sorry if the camera's real sloppy. There's the high beam indicator. Alright, come on, you switch. Oh, crap. Alright, so it's off again. Turn the lights on. There's your tail. And I do have a front one, if you guys can see it. Probably not. I can actually turn it on to park light. See it blinking? The side is like super slow at the moment. That's like way too slow. Oh wait, that's with the lights on. Nothing. Push it in. So that's the light all the way in. So it did work on perk light for a little bit. Okay. It's got to be in this light switch. Maybe it'll start working here in a little bit after messing with it a couple times. Yeah. I'm gonna finish putting the dash together, the wiring, put it in the pan through the side to go back, and then I got some bulbs somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. I gotta get the harness for the windshield wipers. The flash for the light don't work either for some reason. Not really sure why. I think it's a switch. So I guess what I'm going to do now is finish putting the dash together. I also need to get the heater stuff too. Actually, I got a dash. I need to go grab it. Might have some good parts on it. Actually, I'm gonna go look at that dash real quick and see if it's got parts on it. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that real quick. Alright, so I went to go look at the other dash, and as far as I'm aware of, it's a 72. This doesn't exist on here. And another thing is, even though this car was an AC, what I was also meaning by the AC part was the faceplate. It's not even AC that I can tell. So that's another thing. This has been changed, and here's the bracket for the AC, which I may have to use, which I don't think there's much difference. Just take the cable off. Maybe I have to do a little bit of research on that part. So I have the radio. It's just an AM radio. I don't know. May just be easier to leave that out. Had an aftermarket in it, really. Because I don't even have any other hardware stuff to put it in. So I guess we're just gonna leave a bunch of that out. I do need to get the heater to work. That is a priority. Somebody can put a radio in it later. So I'm gonna see what I can do on getting that fixed up. I got this thing to fit. This is the one that was in it completely wrong, and I drilled the screws here to put it in, and yeah, no, that wouldn't work out. So I went and grabbed one out of a 7.2 Duster that I have. Of course, not the same. This switch was probably not like this, and it was just like a tong like that. The mount was a little bit different, and of course they had these folded up and mangled up in the back. But right now, I can sit there and take this, put it in the radio hose, I can move these all the way to the max and not hit. Close, but it's good for it. Good. And then this is good. Had to widen that up. But probably gonna call it now. We gotta go check some antifreeze in vehicles. Got the dash in, switch in. I got the knobs and stuff somewhere for this. I got a wiring harness for the windshield wiper. I need to figure out the heater. This will have to come back out anyways for the heater. And I need to lube that up a little bit. I'm waiting on the heater core, so I'll put the rest of it in whenever I get that. So yeah, go ahead and call it a night. Alright, so I started working on my heater core and forgot that I was not recording. Got it pretty well washed off. I had took this plate off because it was, well, one, it was coming loose. So I went ahead and took it off, make sure it was clean and everything. And I went ahead and re-riveted it. I put some extras here to help hold it because this fiberglass is coming apart. I do need to put one right over here. That's a weak spot right there. Just make sure it's reinforced, because this is also what holds everything pretty much to the firewall. And there's a spot in the box that holds it up right here. So I'll put a big washer down here to help hold that up. So yeah, I'm gonna drill me a couple holes, go grab me something to eat real quick, and start putting this thing together. I did get the heater core. I gotta grab an old one and figure out how it's tweaked to get it to bend right. Something's not just happy. So yeah. Now chickens and guineas are all over here. Alright, so I got the new part. Of course, you can't hear me because of the air compressor. Well, I broke these. One, I'm not saying it's entirely my fault. It was a cheaper item. It was kind of on a clearance. And, for 30 bucks it wasn't too bad, I don't think. The other ones I've seen are like 80 and 60, which I would think is really expensive. But these pipes were kind of bent wrong. I've had problems with them before being wrong. Cage is a little bit bent, a little bit long. I went to go move these pipes a little bit and broke them right off. Which there wasn't much solder on it. So now I'm having to reline it and resolder it with a lot more solder. A lot more. Hopefully it don't leak. I'll have to leak test it now. Make sure. The way I leak test it, I use the air compressor. Put the submergent in water and blow a little bit and see if any air bubbles come up. So I'll make it work. These were leaking inside the core and it would have been a pain in the butt. So, well, this would be a pain in the butt too, but I'm getting it there. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this is lined up before I go any further, and I'll start getting this one in there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to test it. I got it all done up. It's getting chilly out here. A lot more solder than what they had it. Surely that sucker ain't going to leak. Hopefully. I guess I'm going to have to just stick it in like that. Oh, I need more water. Alright, I'll go get me a little bit more water. I'll be right back. There it goes. Doesn't look like a whole lot of bubbles or nothing. Alright, so I'm blowing air through it. Looks like there's no bubbles. Looks like it's good to go. Alright, there was a couple little bubbles, but I don't think it's from this. I think it's just from sitting there and it's just got some bubbles trapped. Like through the fins and stuff. If you would see it, you would see bloop, 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 bloop. Little bubbles just kind of going up, you know, like. So, I think that's going to be good. So it's freaking cold, but I got the wiring done. I have to kind of hot wire this one a little bit because I don't have the piece, and I broke a mount for one of the cables, so I got it super gluing. Oh, blinker works. So oh well, I guess that needs to ground, huh? Question is, where am I going to get it ground at? It off. Smells like super glue. Don't need to move. Cool. Can't move the top one yet because I don't have it. Alright. Cool. just was sitting on that. Alright, well, 1, it's cold. And 2, food's ready. And I'm tired and I want to go inside. I did get the heater core fixed, if I can show you. I did have one problem, but hopefully it's going to be just enough. Yeah, they don't stick out very much, but I think it's just enough. I get a pipe on there with a good clamp on it. If not, I might have to do some soldering or something. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a night. Alright, so today, get back on this Valiant. I am going to finish up the dash. I got all the heater controls working. Do a little bit, touch up on the wiring. Put the glove box door in and what's left of the glove box. And find these knobs and stuff. Put the steering wheel back on. Actually, I'm going to wait on the steering wheel. Then put the carpet in, seats in, and the steering wheel and stuff like that. I want to get the seats in tonight. I want to go ahead and put some of this other stuff on. Actually, I really don't have to. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start putting stuff on. Scratch that. Clean out the car, putting the seats in. Carpet and then seats. I'm going to do that. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so I went ahead and fixed the heater hose problem. Had to splice it because I didn't have a long enough hose to go from there to there, so that's going to work for now. The heater core tubes are a little bit short, which I have ran into that problem before on my charger when I replaced it. I guess I have bad luck on getting the ones that are short. That and maybe me messing with it trying to get in the box and slid in too far of the core, but I don't think I slid in that far. But I got it fit and it's got enough room where it shouldn't slip off or nothing. So that should be fine. Yeah. My lighting is weird. Alright, so we got the carpet in. It's got to take a little bit to mold. I can tell a couple of lines here and here. Let's go back and touch up. I need to go back and find my holes and make sure they're good. And fixing ready to put the seat in. But I think it's coming together. So it's getting dark out. Move off to the side. We got the seat in. I gotta put the steering wheel back on it. I'm gonna move it back, put some water in it, and let it run. And I gotta adjust the headlights and stuff, so I'm going to do that. Probably not film it because it's getting very dark. Alright, so I'm going to get started on that. Alright, so I got a couple things done. Here's my list of things. 1, radiator needs to be flushed out. It's pretty bad. 2, carburetor, idle circuit, don't work. 3, the light adjustments, they're stripped, and other thing, this light is turned. So it kind of looks like a cat eye, if that makes sense. So the driver's side light shines like this. The passenger side is like this. It's weird, but I gotta figure out. I think the bulb might be just wrong, or the whole bucket's turned, because it's got notches and it fits in there a certain way. Horn works. Found that out. Heater doesn't leak. Heater works very well. I need to get the windshield wiper motor harness. I have one somewhere. Gotta find it. Flasher switch doesn't work. I don't think I have one of them. I gotta plug up a couple of those holes over there too. All the lights work. The right blinker light problem fixed. Oh yeah, we got the seat in, carpet in. I already got it dirty. I gotta do some little bit more tidying up. I need to pull the cluster back out to fix the multi-prong in the back, because the temperature gauge will work and the gas gauge won't work. Then the gas gauge will work and the temperature gauge won't work. So, I don't even know anything about the windshield wiper yet. Then I will start putting the rest of the dash in. I got all my dash lights working. Dome light works. And I don't know about the door switches yet. I gotta put them in. Reverse lights don't work. I'm thinking because the switch setup's not hooked up on the transmission. Could be wrong on that. But I need to figure that out. And then I'll need to wire them up to the bumper lights too. Don't have to, but I want to since they're there. Brakes need to be bled from my knowing. So yeah, slowly getting there. I'll finish up that stuff tomorrow. Get some more gas for it and stuff like that. Oil change. Carburetor is a biggie. It will not idle and it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, the carburetor is definitely a biggie, and the fuel gauge I'd like to get to work. I know it works. I don't know if it's correct, but I want to get it working. So yeah, I'm going to probably get the rest of my tools and call it a night.